Good morning, Moira Allen from Paris. I'm so excited this morning. I'm going to be talking to Hunter Leonard way down in Sydney, Australia. Morning, Hunter.
Good morning, Moira. Nice to be here from the Southern Hemisphere to the North.
Hunter is an author. In fact, he's already onto his 8th book, and I really liked the last description of it. His mission is to help mature individuals take control of their life, be valued, and be prosperous. I like particularly the be prosperous. Hunter recently published The Experience Equation. And what's the title of your new book?
Well, it's called Maturity Blues, Moira, and I've got the front cover here. The book actually arrives tomorrow, but there's the front cover. It's called Maturity Blues. And the subtitle is How Governments, Organisations and Individuals Can Embrace a More Mature World at Work.
Well, that's a good idea, because I think that this is, we're slowly coming out of this, 65-year-old break from retirement into an abyss of nothingness. And I think people are now realizing that there's so much to be done after this fatidic date of the 65 years. So what does this book, in fact, go into?
Well, the idea is that through all the interviews I've done and all the research, I realized that if governments, organisations and individuals, so those three stakeholders are all working together, in fact, they have to work together in order for us to get this positive solution, because if there's a blame game going on, the government didn't do this or the organisations didn't do this or vice versa, individuals aren't keeping up with tech or whatever, we're not going to get a solution. So, but working together, we can move towards this future where we can embrace the vitality and the wisdom and the experience of all of these amazing, mature people who want to keep working for as long as they can and want to. We should be supporting that.
Absolutely. So what are the major chapters that you go through?
Well, I talk about each of those three stakeholders, and I talk about governments needing to enact really strong policy, support programs that support mature age people, and also get broad awareness out there through awareness programs of ageism. Organisations need to absolutely put age on their diversity and inclusion programs. Often it's not. They also need to support an age-friendly workplace, and they need to be thinking about this idea of multi-generational workforces, like how do we have all of the generations working together and productively engaging. And then individuals themselves, it's really about this idea of lifelong learning and continuing to create your next thing in your career, whether it's going to be working as an employee, self-employment, running your own business, looking at all of the opportunities that are on your dance card and not being sort of fixed on one thing. And together, those three things occurring will end up with this positive future that I'm thinking of beyond ageism, which we're all working together all over the world to try and end. What's it going to look like beyond that? So, and then there's some interviews with some fantastic thought leaders all around the world who just keep reinforcing these same themes. If we all work together, we can solve it, but we have to do something. We can't just sit there and talk about it.
No, absolutely. I often think that in the lifelong learning curriculum for seniors and mature people, there should be a huge chapter on advocacy, self-advocacy. Because if you think about it, there are millions, billions of older people, and if we all stood up for ourselves, we'd knock ageism in the face.
Absolutely. And in the next 3 decades, I think about 40% of the world's population is going to be over the age of 50. So now's the time.
Now is the time. We're pioneers, and that's what the Pass It On Network is all about. Thank you so much, and lots of success with your book.
Thank you, Moira.